And we're back in the fast lane, proudly brought to you by Betterfy. And a reminder, if you are a player, 18 years and over, and obviously responsible gambling, licensed by the Eastern Cape Gambling Board. John, we back other side of Miami?
Yes.
Miami.
Yeah. I mean, the who's who was out there. Did you see? I mean, you know most of the guys. What's the comedian that bit the mic, Brundle's mic? Jimmy Kibble,
yeah.
He was quite funny. And then obviously the Irish actor, I've just gone also, Colin Farrell.
Yeah. Mentioning the Schumachers. In actual fact, I actually messaged Ralph and I said that Colin's just mentioned Eddie Irvine being sandwiched in between Ralph and Michael.
Yeah.
And that was his memory, his early memories of going to a Formula One. And then he said, Colin who? And I was like, no, man, Colin Farrell, Ralph. You know he is.
You know Ralph doesn't watch much TV. But it's interesting for me, he's got quite a hectic Irish accent.
Very.
Yeah?
Very.
Yeah.
And he acts in movies where you hardly ever get to hear the Irish accent.
I know, it's incredible. But great to see Brundle back and obviously walking around interviewing everyone. But
what a pit.
I know.
I mean, that was a serious pit walk, that grid walk rather. It was unbelievably packed with people.
Yeah, so to tell everybody, we've got a plan for Monaco.
Yes.
Ryan is going to do, I don't know if you saw, there was a brunette that did this walk past Jensen Button. So Ryan's going to do his own walk.
I am going to dress up like the legendary. Remember the guy with the tight jean pants and the Vernon Kukumur? Shame, the late Vernon Kukumur. He actually passed away.
Are we going to do a Vernon Kukumur?
I'm going to do a Vernon Kukumur. Check this outfit out. That's Vernon Kukumur. I'm going to do a Vernon Kukumur walk by past the Sky Formula One guys.
Jensen.
I'm going to do the same thing and see if I get a look.
We'll be trending on the Sky Sports.
But seriously, I'll be on a yacht at the start-finish line and I'll have a South African flag with me. So I'll make sure I fly that flag.
Look, I mean, it's such an exciting time to be watching F1, especially with Kimi Antonelli.
Yes.
I mean, he's doing phenomenally well. And you know what? I hope, everybody, I don't like it when people want to go, he's young, he's going to make mistakes, he's going to do this. Yes, of course, everyone was going to do those kind of things. But let him just be and let him go flat box. And I love the fact that he's giving George Russell a run for his money. The reason why is, do you remember when George had a little bit of a hissy fit and he complained saying, this is such nonsense. I wait my whole life to drive a proper car. Mercedes gives me this, donkey. He didn't quite say it like that. He said something way worse. Now he's got a good car, and Kimi's beating him. He must be feeling the pressure.
He's got to be. A bit of a break now. It's weird because we have Miami and then a break till Canada towards the end of the month. And Canada's followed exactly the week after, or I think 2 weeks after, by the Monaco Grand Prix, which we'll be there for.
Yeah, it's a long break. I mean, also, I see Lewis Hamilton and a few of the guys are in a bit of trouble. I mean, he gave the bird to somebody and he should have been penalised for that, but he wasn't. And then Juan Pablo Montoya has come out saying they should ban Max for one race. I mean, sometimes these guys are a bit harsh, we need these characters. I mean, the old Formula One drivers did far worse things.
Speaking of that, on my Insta feed lately, I don't know about yours, but I'm getting a lot of the old when racing was racing, and it had the moments of Schumacher and some of the guys and girls, guys racing when racing was racing. It was good old fashioned elbows out racing.
Yes.
Anyway,
but at least we have seen more overtaking in the last two races than we've seen in a long time. So let's be positive. I think it's going to be good.
I think so too. Listen, this past week, also huge congratulations. And speaking of Monaco, very quickly, just a huge thanks to Esty from IWC South Africa, who's been so gracious and invited me to a VIP evening in Monaco. I'll be there Saturday night. Is a VIP a Mercedes-Benz evening. IWC, of course,
you might
are
even
the sponsors.
See the drivers.
No, it's with the drivers.
Wow.
On the Saturday night with IWC in Monaco. So Esty, thank you very much. Looking forward to attending that gala or that special event Saturday evening. And then speaking of Esty, of course, IWC, their relationship obviously with Donald Gregg, and this week it's huge congratulations. I happened to MC the event. It took place on Thursday evening. Let's have a quick pop in and have a look. This is the all-new Rolex Boutique. It is the first Rolex Boutique in Cape Town. It's at the V&A waterfront. I popped in. Let's have a quick look. Well, John, I promised you something special, and here we are. Rolex Boutique opens its doors for the first time in Cape Town. This is an historic milestone, not only for the Gregg family, who've been custodians of the brand for over 100 years, but also for the waterfront, for Cape Town, for tourism. You think how this adds to the city's landscape, to the amount of cash that comes into the V&A waterfront. People come do high-end shopping here, and it gets no more high-end than this Rolex Boutique, and rightly so to the Greg family for over 127 years serving the people, not only of Cape Town, but of South Africa. I've had a look inside the store, and all that's left is for you to come on down to the V&A waterfront, come and experience Rolex, come experience the warmth, the natural evolution of the brand that is synonymous with innovation, with obviously top quality timekeeping, and of course family. And this is why we're here today, to celebrate a family that celebrates 127 years in South Africa, and that's the Greg family. Cheers. And it is the eve of the brand new Rolex Boutique in Cape Town, and I'm with Donald, who you've seen numerous times, both not only on the blog, but also in various other social media posts. Don, congratulations to this evening.
Thank you very much, Ron.
It's a great turnout, and
what a milestone day for us.
Milestone.
Yeah, really is, and it's been actually a very smooth process. Building's never easy. Renovating, well, actually, it's always a really difficult, stressful time, but I must say it's gone well. We had the most incredible shop fitters. We had a wonderful interior designer. I've got a really good team of staff here and a wonderful manager. So everything's really gone smoothly. And it's just so nice that after 2 years of sort of working towards this, it's like a wedding, you work towards it, and then suddenly it happens, and it's wonderful.
But it is really, you mentioned a wedding, it's a marriage made in heaven, because there's two companies whose pedigree and history are so aligned that it makes absolute sense that this boutique now is fruition of that partnership.
Thank you, Ron. You've always been a wonderful supporter of ours. I think it's 25 years.
30 almost.
It's nearly 30.
You're shortchanging me.
Okay,
I met Don when he was 18 years old. It was the late 90s.
And
this is what
now,
opening a boutique
42,
does. He's 42, and opening a boutique makes you look like it. But Don, to the Greg family,
thank you very much.
And ladies and gents, 127 years that they've been serving South Africa as not only the finest jewelers, but also the finest purveyors of the best timepieces in the world.
Thank you.
Right, fresh from Watches and Wonders inside Charles Gregg, and of course they've got the all-new Tudors. This is the Black Bay 58 GMT, which I'm picking up. This is the I guess it's a placeholder for a possible Coke Rolex, a black and red Coke Rolex that could be out next year. But in the meantime, this will suffice and have to kind of make up for that itch that a lot of people have been dying for. This is as close as you're going to get this year to getting to a Coke. It's black and it's red, and it's the Black Bay 58 GMT, now on the 5-link. Of course, Tudor don't like to call this a Jubilee. They like to call this the 5-link bracelet. What's new about it for 2026? Well, now not only is it COSC certified, it's also happens to be Master Chronometer certified. So they've gone about doing both for this piece. This is one of the highlights, obviously, of Watches and Wonders. And then next to me, my pal Willie over here, who's got the most incredible. But listen, first of all, a wrist check very quickly. You don't see that very often. That is the Deep Sea Challenge. That is the all titanium, in actual fact, breaking world records wherever, and probably one of the only ones you'll ever see in South Africa on a South African wrist. It is super sought after. It's traveled on his wrist literally with me and him across the world, but that is a beauty. But this is the most spoken about launch watch of Tudor's range this year at Watches and Wonders. It's called the Monarch, and it harks back to an old period when Tudor and Rolex and the heritage between the both is thickly contrasted and kind of encased in the Monarch. It harks back to the old bubble back, harks back to the old, if you think of it, the original oyster that Mercedes had on her wrist when she swam across the English Channel. There's bits of DNA, and Tudor are calling this a champagne color yellow. They're calling it a champagne. In the flesh, you've got to see it. It's absolutely spectacular. but the first two to arrive in South Africa, and I've picked them up here at Charles Gregg. So a huge thanks. These two and one more to come, and I'll show you a bit later on what that piece is. I won't be taking it home tonight, but tomorrow, because it's on display this evening at the official boutique launch. It is from Rolex. It is a part of their brand new catalog from 2026 onwards, and it is indeed a Datejust. The color, can you guess it? I'll show you next. So, of course, the other thing that's arrived for me, which I can only collect tomorrow after tonight, it's in the window over here behind me, and is the Datejust, the green ombre Datejust. Cannot wait to have that on my wrist tomorrow. So it was a great evening. It was a great week this week because not only did I get new Rolex watches, my new Rolex watches arrived. I also picked up some new Tudors. Those new Tudors that were just released. Donald's just got, or Charles Gregg have just got their new stock of Tudors. If you're interested in any of the new Tudor Black Bays, the new 58s, the thin design. I picked up the GMT with the new 5-link. They don't call it a Jubilee. The 5-link bracelet and the GMT Black Bay 58. It is a beautiful piece. Looking forward to wearing that in Europe in summer as well. So a huge thanks to Donald and congratulations to the Gregg family. They've been in business in South Africa since 1899, so 127 years old. And Donald doesn't look a day older than at least 92. So Don, just getting a huge congratulations. And then what's interesting in terms of driving?
Well, look, before we get to the driving, we've got obviously the MotoGP happening.
Yes.
It's the French MotoGP, which is going to be really exciting. So that championship, I'm glad we at least got something, not the Formula One, but we've got MotoGP. So, good luck to Brad, and hopefully he can up his game. He's trying to get there. He's a little bit better in the last race, so he's getting a bit closer. And then we've got the Lemon racing. Oh, there we go.
It's the Lemons.
The Lemon racing, 9-hour racing this weekend. We also had the Samola Hill Climb.
You raced that last year, by the way.
Yes, we did, in an Audi TT.
Yeah.
Lots of cars, lots of different liveries. Going to be very, very cool. We also see the Samola Hill Climb was really well run this past weekend.
It's a well-oiled machine. It really does. It was 16th edition.
Cars.
Brilliant.
I mean, the amount of money that's been spent for a 38-second run is incredible. Yeah. But good for motorsport in general, because we need these wealthy guys to be out there competing and putting money back into the sport. So that's really good. But driving, I'm driving the Q5, the S line diesel, which is really nice. Actually, you know what I was thinking, Ryan? I had a good laugh this morning when on my way to the radio show. When I locked the car, what other cars have gull wing mirrors?
Gull-wing mirrors.
Gull-wing mirrors.
Sure, but they come up at an angle.
Yes, cool.
That is crazy cool.
And I thought, we should try and see what other fancy car. I mean, this is not your supercar.
No.
Has gull-wing mirrors.
That is crazy.
That's really. So as you lock, it does the gull-wing flip up. I thought it was very cool.
That is so cool.
But with the fuel price getting rather hefty, I'm sure people are going to be looking at a lot more hybrid options, maybe electric options. So
nice. Well, there we go. Paying more for petrol this month, but not paying a cent, hopefully, for this as you watch this on YouTube. Like, subscribe, please give us a comment down below as well. We'd love to hear from you, and join us again for another episode of the Fastlane, proudly brought to you by Betterfy.
Fastlane.